forgot to say today, I went live earlier and forgot to say, if you guys would like a copy of the catalogue and you don't have one yet, then please get in contact with me. If you don't have a demonstrator that you normally buy from. So, as some of you know, the kind of purpose of this channel is to introduce everybody to the gorgeous Stampin' Up products. I know there are folks who can't order from me because you live not in the region that I am, as in Europe. But if you are in the UK, France, Germany, Netherlands or Austria, you can purchase Stampin' Up products. So you can just literally click a link and go straight to the shop. But if you would like, you know, real paper in your hands and, oh, the smell of fresh print, you know, that smell. You can't get that from your computer or your tablet or whatever. If you would like paper to actually rustle and to mark and to say, oh, I like that one, and tick and put post-it notes in, then drop me a line, ruthtrice@gmail.com, and I'll happily send you one. There are folks out there who've mentioned that they would like one, but not got round to emailing me. So just click that button, email me, send me your address. I promise not to hound you, apart from maybe to say, did you get the catalogue? And then we'll go from there. So yeah, do it. Also, I know there are a few of you that have not subscribed yet. So if you're new and you love watching what I do, then please just hit that subscribe button, because it's a great way to stay in touch with me. I have also other social media outlets, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest. So please follow me on those too. Right, I was wondering what to do tonight, and I was looking at some of the celebration paper. It's a freebie currently, and it is pretty. You know, it is pretty stuff. But I was looking at it and thinking, I'd like to do something more with this. Am I doing a paper share? Nessa, I am not sure. Would you like something for a bit of everything? Is that what you would like? If someone else expresses an interest in doing a paper share, then I will happily do it. For me to make it worth my while, I need 3 people to sign up, because I'm happy to have one share. And basically I would do it in quarters. So if anybody else wants to do a paper share of the papers that are in the mini catalogue, so let's have a look. There are quite a few actually, and you would save yourself a lot of money, because I remember calculating, I think it was going to be about £150 if you were to purchase all the papers, but it works out at about £30 if you were to do a share, or less than that actually, maybe £30 with postage. So I'm just trying to find all the papers to show you. Yeah, so all the papers. We could even, that would include this lovely speciality one, and maybe even the foil sheets. I probably would not deal with the acetate stuff, but the foil and all those. So maybe later we'll have a look. So if you are interested in a paper share, then I will do some calculations and I'll put it out there. And basically I need 3 people to pay me, and then I'd be happy to actually organise it and order everything. And that there are rules around the paper share. Ideally, I really should have the payment before I order it, because otherwise I'm not supposed to, what's the word, I'm not supposed to stock papers and then sell them. I'm meant to have the orders in for them before I can order them. Okay, so no acetate. Okay, yeah, no, I wouldn't put the acetate in there, Nessa. Would you like the foil though? I wouldn't mind having a bit of share of the foil. So right, if oh, okay, so if you're in the UK, I can only do it if you're in the UK or Europe. So please email me, ruthtrice@gmail.com. I'll pop the email in here now so you guys can see. And I will send you a PayPal invoice. And then once that's paid, it'll guarantee you a paper share. Now, when it will arrive, I cannot give any guarantees, because I am not sure what's happening with the whole postage issue at the moment from Europe. I think things are just taking a little bit of extra time at the moment, but it will get there. Right, so back to the paper and back to stamping. I was looking at this paper, and pretty as it is, for me, I'd like a little bit more detail on here. So I was looking at some stamp sets and thinking, how can we just add a little bit extra to these? And I'm just going to grab some stamp sets and have a bit of a play, to be honest. You know, like I normally do. So we'll just see what happens. I've already grabbed a bit of Night of Navy out, and I think I'd like a little bit of detail, some more leaves, maybe something coming from the centres here. So I'm going to pick out some of those stamps that we generally don't use. Actually, we these don't tend to often get used, but when you look at them in a slightly different way, you know, they can be used as centres for flowers, and yeah, just very slightly different use for them. Anyway, was it brushed metallic, Lorraine asks. I will find out, Lorraine. Oh, the mercury paper. Yeah, I don't have any of the mercury paper. It was available, as Esther said, a couple of years ago or a year or so ago. So it's like acetate, but with like metal mottled bits on it. It is very pretty. I'm trying to think if I have a card that somebody made. The foil sheets, it doesn't say it's brushed on the description on page 85, but I will check on page 11 and see what it says. No, it's just foil sheets. Yeah, they're not brushed. But we do also have this lovely paper card here that's got some foiling to it as well. Okay, right. So, how is everybody doing? I'm trying to remain jolly. I don't really want to talk about, you know, the current state of affairs in our nation. So we'll keep on. If anyone's got some jokes they can tell me, I'd quite happily listen to some jokes. So I'm just adding a little bit of Night of Navy to these flowers. And I'm wondering if actually I could do without those little extra bits there. I wonder if I can ink this up without that portion. Oh, might be able to. Okay, I've still got a bit remaining on there. I'm going to bring you in a bit closer, guys, because I know you probably want to see the close-up work of this. There we go. So I'm just trying to ink up that first half. I'm actually very tempted to cut it, this stamp set, or this stamp in particular. Just going to whop that one in there. There we go. See, that's already jazzed up that flower, hasn't it? Doesn't that look fun? Okay, I'm going to have a quick look to see what else is in here. This is another little one that I barely use, this one. I've got also these fabulous berries. We could use that for something. Okay, grab another little block. Hi, Miss Gale. You all right? Okay, so yeah, I was just not feeling a great amount of love for this paper, although I do like lots of aspects of it. I just thought I want to make it my own, and the thing is about a company as big as Stampin' Up, there are so many crafters who are going to have this paper and be using it. Sometimes you get a bit of sort of fatigue in a way, because you see the same things. A bit like, you know, when you look at a word and you really stare at a word for too long and it starts to lose meaning. A bit like that. So you just want to kind of give it a touch of what you would like. You know, your style. And I think that's sometimes why I struggle using DSP, because if it's not something that perhaps I would stamp myself, and it's not, you know, something I'd like, then it's... Anyway, it's really great that we can have this versatility, isn't it, with these stamps, so that we can add our own touch on it. I mean, I had We could doodle on this and make it our own as well. But I think because we've got this beautiful little stamps, why do that? We can do this. So I'm also aware of this funky little viral looking stamp here as well. So I'm going to stamp that on there. There we go. That jazzes that one up. Let's go around all these ones. Hi, Miss Vicky. I'm going to stop and say hello to everyone in a second. Just wanting to get going and get stamping because I really wasn't quite sure how this video was going to turn out, or this idea was going to turn out. So just wanted to get started. There we go. Yeah, that's fun. Okay, what else can we do, guys? Got this cute little leaf. That's probably a bit too. That's too big. Okay. What about that one? Oh yeah, that's a possibility. Okay, so do share this video out if you've got friends who are creative and crafty and love paper and making stuff and paper. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Oh, I like that. Makes the centre really kind of jazzy. I'm going with a. Oh yes, stencil. I was thinking stenciling as well. Oh, for a moment there, Martina, I thought you were Sheila. Let's have a look. Okay, so I've done that one. What are you trying to say, Bonnie? Did you email me back? I emailed you the other day, yesterday, I think it was. Yeah, I need you to send me your address because I owe you 2 lovely stampings. Okay, so what else have we got on the table? Oh, that go? Oh, might do. Oh, well, there we go. But you have to send me your email, your physical address, Bonnie. I can't send it just to Bonnie and hope it will get to you. Okay, so I'm just going to stamp up to that first sort of portion. I want to fit that onto there. No, so you mentioning a stencil, Martina. That's the thing that Sheila usually does. That's her thing. It is some je ne sais quoi. Oh, I missed that one. Happy Death. No, Bonnie's just losing the will to type, I think. That was the problem. She was trying to type something and then it kind of went all wrong. Brilliant. Okay, with your address, I hope. Yeah, I got your first email. Oh, that almost looks like a snowflake, doesn't it? Because it's 6-sided. It is my thing. It is, yes. You've already got this paper twice. Well, here we go, Sheila. This is how you can Sheilarize it. You can add some extra stampings and make it your own. Yes, some je ne sais quoi. And of course, Lorraine can say that. Oh, hard to see. Sorry. There we go. Right, I want to put something dark in the middle here. There we go. I think I might use that one. Yeah, just shout at me if I'm moving it. Hi, Sarah. So glad I caught this live. I love this bit and I love your stamping process. Combining the two is perfect. Oh, fabulous. Thank you, Sarah. There we go. That's a nice little alternative centre to that one, isn't it? Okay, so what else can we do? I know this is a bit random, but it's quite fun playing with, you know, what's already been done. Got this blobby one. That could make a nice blobby centre there, couldn't it? Just a bit different. Well, it's good it's only lasting 2 months then, isn't it, Sheila, for you? Oh, and I've just noticed another blobby. We could layer up 2 lots of blob. Oh my goodness. 2 lots of blob that could turn into a splatter. Oh, I like that. Zoom out a bit. All right, there we go. How's that? Right, while you're staring at that, I will say a quick hello to my peeps. So, hello, Miss Martina, Jane, Valerie, Steph, Valerie, oh, I'm repeating things. Jackie Elliott, hello. Lorraine. Well, guess who's been asked to demonstrate card making on Zoom to the locals and also have her card shared on the local town council website starting this Friday? I say Steph, moving up in the world of Stampin' Up. Congratulations, Steph. Really pleased for you. Who else? Miss Sheila, Susan, Mindy B, Carol, Bonnie, Christine, Nessa, Vicky, Christine Morgan, Christine. We've got 3 Christines on tonight. Lorraine ordered her new brushes. Cheryl, Esther, Glenna, hello. Right, what are you all saying about my paper? You like the dots in the middle? Yes, I do too. I do like that. Okay. Okay. Let's have a look. What else can we do? Hello, Miss Amanda. Right. See, that's a 4-petaled flower, and I'm wondering, rather than going too different, so that's, I think, a Rococo rose, isn't it? What about if we stamped Mary Merlot over the top of that? Just to give it a bit more depth. Now, when you do this, you might decide, okay, I'm only going to do a couple of these techniques. I'm not going to do every single one because I am kind of like really piling it on here. But that's because I want to sort of inspire you. But you may pick your favourite and go, okay, I'm just going to stick with that. So, I like that. It just gives it a bit of extra oomph, doesn't it? So that's a 4-petaled flower. Now I would say you probably want to use the same amount of petals with whatever you choose, because otherwise it is going to look a little bit odd if you don't. So let's have a look. We've got a 5-petaled flower here. Let's see if we've got a 5-petaled. Oh, we've got that, but that's too small. No, that's probably a little bit too small as well. I'm just going to have a look and see if we've got something else. Yeah, we don't. Well, I don't. Someone else might have, but I don't. But I'm wondering, this is Blossoms in Bloom. What about using that? How about that, guys? Let's see what that looks like. So, got a bit of a Mary Merlot here. Ooh, got something sticky on that. Can you show the bundle that the DSP matches? Of course, yes. It does match a stamp set, which I don't have currently, but it is a very nice floral stamp set. Stick that in the middle. There we go. Okay, so that's a little bit interesting. And then we could do the old, you know, virus looking one. do that one in the middle there. And do some little blobbies around the place like that. That makes that look a bit more interesting, doesn't it? Okay. I wouldn't go too crazy with the colour scheme. Try and stick to colours that have already been used. So I'm using Night of Navy that's already on here. Using Merry Merlot, which is kind of a shade darker, couple of shades darker from going up from the Rococo Rose. Yes, I am going to do some dotted. I'm actually considering whether to do some extra leaves in here as well. So I'm kind of focusing on the flowers just for a moment, and then I will move on. Okay, so I'm looking at this little flower here now, thinking, can we do anything to that? We do have that one. Now that's a 5 petal, but you know what? I'm just going to do it. Just do it, Ruth. There we go. Stick a blob in there. Make that look a bit more interesting. And then there's my little splatter thing there. Yeah, it's probably a bit too big, but anyway, it was worth a try just to see what it was going to look like. Then I might use this one again over here, just to make that look a little bit more interesting. There we go. And then I think, oh, maybe in here, but with the blue this time. Hi, Linda. Okay, where's the blue? So let's do some petals into here. Are you still with me, everybody? Got any other suggestions? Oh, that's nice. I like that. I think I'm going to do that one again. Oh, I remember the 5-petaled punch that's retired. I know. Yeah, I love that flower. Okay, so that one's remaining now. Oh, I was going to do... Where's it gone? Have I taken it off already? The little... Oh, here it is, the tiny weeny little one. Right, I'm going to bring this a bit closer to me. Okay, so this really tiny one from, what's it called? Fabulous, the Fabulous set, the All Things Fabulous. So if you just want a little delicate bit of work in there, that's quite nice. Oh, that's cute. I like that. So what did Vanessa say? Something about the blue one. I miss a blue one. Little blue flower too. What, to stamp with a blue flower or to decorate one of the blue ones? I've got this one to do here. Oh, did that the wrong way around. And depending on the size of the petal, like I've only done one stamp in that one because it's a thinner petal, but on the bigger ones you can sort of fit 2. So look at each. Don't feel you have to do 2 in every single one. Just look at the pattern itself before deciding what you're going to do in it. Right. I'll just do some blobs in that one. Oh, just set that one up there. I need to do. Might even add some props to that, just to make it a bit more interesting. Right, so Vicky wanted me to show you the stamp set that this coordinates with. And it is a pretty floral one. It's called In Bloom, and you can see how the flowers kind of coordinate with it. They're not exactly the same, but it's quite a nice one. And it has some really lovely dies to go with it. So yeah, the leaf dies kind of match the leaf shapes that have been depicted here. Very pretty. Now the leaves have already a dark colour, so if you were to jazz this up, I think it would be fun to go in there with some white. Now we do have a white chalk pen, so we could go in there and just add some little veinings, so that's quite nice, just to make that a little bit more interesting. So very simple little, you know, aiming from the where the leaf would meet the stalk, and then just aiming outwards. So that just gives that a little bit more life. So there we go. Could also maybe add a few little highlights to the petals as well. That one there. Now, tip with these chalk markers, these are Stampin' Up, store them downwards, because they like to be juicy to be used. There we go. That's made all that a little bit more interesting. Right, so then I was going to add a bit of texture to the background. So I'm going to get a lighter colour. But before I do that, I'm going to grab a massive block to put all these loose flowers on, because I'm paranoid I'm going to lose all these. So I'm just going to stick them all on here, get them off my blocks. So that's a good tip my sister always shares as well, Esther from Stampin' Star Creations. If you don't follow her already, she shares some fantastic card making tips and tricks and creative ideas. She also happens to be in my team. It's a white marker, Martina. Yeah. Berry dots. Yes, I could do some berry dots in the background, couldn't I? Yeah. Right, let's get some seaside spray. I do believe this is seaside spray. I think it is, yeah. So... oh, that's a handy tip, Nancy Jo. We always want gifts for the guys, don't we? That's a good idea. Good night, Christine. Okay, so we could put some leaves in here. I'm wondering whether to go for a slightly smaller leaf. Hi, Ali. Lovely to see you. How are you doing? Right. Yes, that's a better size, isn't it? I can fit those in, because I don't really want to sort of stamp too much over the flower. So. Where's my block gone? Oh, under there. I get the block out to save my stamps and I'm like, where have I put my block? Okay, so let's put some of these leaves on here. I'm sure you guys will think up lots of other ways to decorate your paper, but this leaf just seems the easiest kind of option right now. So actually trying to find space for it to go is a bit tricky. Okay. Now what's nice is that I've got there's 2 of these in every pack, so I'm going to be able to do a really good comparison when I finished decorating. Oh, I'll put a couple more in here. I will do, Bonnie. Yeah, what I try and do is I leave all the stamp sets that I've used on my desk, and then I list it in the description. So if you do ever wonder what I've used, I try and update the descriptions for you. And if you do find that I haven't, please contact me and say, Ruth, please do it, because I really don't mind. Sometimes I get busy and just forget to do it. So I try and get in the habit of doing it as soon as I finish the live. So okay, so I'm just looking for spaces. I'm looking for where I could fit a little leaf in. For me, it's a little bit overdone. I've got too many different techniques being tried out here, but you know, with the centre of the flowers, but it was more of a bit of an experiment, so I'm not going to apologise for that. But I think if I was doing this again for an actual project, I'd, you know, pick a couple of centres, or I'd do the same centre for, you know, one flower will have the same centre, and then the bigger flowers will have the same, and so on. So just to help with the cohesion, make it look a bit more classy. But anyway, it's a fun experiment for the first time of doing it. It's already a little less boring. Yeah, that's what I thought. Lorraine. It had the beginnings of a really lovely paper, and I thought, let's take it to where it wants to, you know, where I'd like it to go, not where the paper wants to go. Paper is an inanimate object. It does not have feelings. No, where I wanted the design to go. Take care, Gina. Lovely to see you. Right, let's see. Where are we going? Where have we got some spaces? Shout out if you think I need to do any more. Oh, this needs a bit of love down here, doesn't it? I mean, the other thing you could do is actually introduce another colour. And I would say, okay, yeah, go for it, but just choose one and stick to it. But don't go too crazy. Like, you could have added, I don't know, green or something, and that would have taken it in a completely different direction. But, anyway, I'll leave that for you guys to experiment with. What did Martina say? I missed that. I could imagine some of the berries to be golden. Oh, right. Well, maybe once we cut it up and start sticking it on a card, we could actually put some sequins and little doodads on there, couldn't we? Right, so a little bit of texture now, my lovelies. So we've got this lovely texture stamp in Healing Hugs, and this would have been a lovely leaf to use. Really, really nice leaf, but I don't want to kind of overdo it, so I won't. But this does have a lovely little texture stamp that would fit in here and there and everywhere. Okay, so some silver embossed dotted. Yeah, that could work. Yeah. I'm not sure if I'll do it tonight, but yeah, all your suggestions are brilliant. Just sort of filling in some yips. Also, I've remembered there are some really cute little sort of bud-like stamps, aren't there, that we could have stamped onto these bud things. But anyway, I've sown the seeds of an idea in your minds, and so please, if you do have a go with this idea, share it on Artful Stampin Space. It's my Facebook group for anybody who's been inspired by what they've seen on my channel. And it's this creative space where you can share what you've made. If you want critique, please ask for it. You know, if you've made something and you think, oh, it just needs something, but I can't figure out what it is, then ask for critique. We don't give critique unless it's asked for. We also ask that you don't share any links. I say we, the royal we. I ask that you don't share links because it is my, it's linked to my business. And also, please don't share anything that's not yours. You know, always share a picture of something you've made. So, and then we do have this lovely little chat area, this monthly chat area where you can ask questions and chat as well. As I like to try and keep my board a bit tidy. So, there we go. That's a little bit more interesting now. So we could introduce a little bit of, I think, maybe some blushing bride, keep it quite pale. We could maybe add that into the background with some sponging. Let's have a look what I've got here. Go with this one. Oh, good idea, Reet. Come and join the fun. It's because you knew that you were missing out. Really, your brain was like, I'm missing out, I need to go and join the fun. Actually, I might go for just a smaller brush today. Oh, it's already got a bit of pink on it, so. Hi Navarana, what's she saying? So, I don't know why, but this paper makes me wish that you could do a one-sheet wonder on silver glitter paper. Ooh, that would be a bit, that would be lovely. You shouldn't give me ideas like that, Navarana. Okay, the other thing I wanted to say to you guys was I haven't forgotten that I'm meant to be doing a giveaway for 7,000 subscribers. And also, I've just celebrated 700 members of Artful Stampin Space. And today, I realised I've got 1,000 subscribers on Instagram. And I've kept saying for ages and ages that I was going to get rid of some artwork that I did. So I'm wondering whether to do a bit of a giveaway of a couple of canvases that I did a few years ago. And I keep thinking of listing them on eBay and just not getting around to it. So I think I might just do them as a giveaway on I'll do a special video. And basically anyone that comments will be in with a chance to win it. Where's the lady that likes the octopus? Cindy, where are you? She might not be around just yet. Yeah, and I know we were sort of bouncing ideas about what I was going to give away, and should I give away 7 items and things like that. And but it's got to a point where I'm like, I'm running out of time and I'm about to move house, and I could really do with getting rid of these canvases. Not that I don't love them, it's just that, you know, I've got to be really strict with myself now and get rid of things that I don't need. So Cindy's been behaving herself, not mentioning the octopi. I know, I'm trying to think how many, it's gone up quite a lot recently. Yeah, I've had 350 in the last, since whenever it was. So, yeah, so I know that there's quite a few new folk who watch. So welcome to you all. It's just so nice to expand the community. And you guys do such a fab job sharing on Pinterest and Inviting your friends to come visit. Right, what do you think of the stenciling then? I've tried not to do it like all over, just in little spaces. Oh, Cindy doesn't mind her leg being pulled at all. She's a really good sport, Cindy, aren't you? Well, that's why I'm wondering whether just to keep it just as a couple of items, and it's, you know, it's not guaranteed that someone in the US will necessarily win it. But yeah, no, that's all right. I'll factor this factored into my business, so don't worry about it. What is yellowish colour? This one. I think it's petal pink. It's sort of like a peachy, pale peachy colour, isn't it? Well, I don't want it, because you guys from the States, you watch, so I don't mind sending it. To be honest, you're doing me a favour just having it. Right, so shall we compare? Shall we get the original one? Let's let's clear the decks a bit and move this one over, so you can tell me whether or not you think it's improved. Right, let me see if I can get it the right same way up. There we go. Right. Da da da. Okay, that's in the middle. It does say petal pink in the flyer. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it'll be on the backing board. Here we go. It's got Night of Navy, Old Olive, not on this paper though, Petal Pink, Rococo Rose, Seaside Spray, Soft Sea Fern, and Whisper White. So those additional colours are on these ones. So much better. Dots. Okay, I'll do some dots. How long does that take me? 40 minutes, plus a bit of chatter. So you could probably do it in 30. If you just decide to stuck to maybe a couple of techniques, you could probably just keep, yeah, stamp it in a short amount of space. Short amount of time. So I like it a lot more now, says Deborah. Oh, the texture stamp from Prize Peony. Yes, that is a lovely... I remember that one being a very nice texture stamp when I borrowed yours, Martina. Yes, it is a very nice texture. I remember playing with that. Let's just have a look at that one. Check what page it's on. Page 84. So we still have an annual catalogue. If you don't have a copy of that, I'm happy to send that to you as well. Yeah, it's very faint. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's this texture here. Very, very faint. But it is beautiful. And it fits in everywhere because of the shape of it. It just is brilliant. So... here we go with the dots. It's been ruthed, yeah. It's been artful stampined. And for those of you who are a little bit, I know there are still some of you watching who have never had a go at doing one sheet stamping, whole sheet stamping, whatever you want to call it, one sheet wonder stamping. I know there are some of you out there who still haven't done it. And if you are worried about composition or just getting it right, this would be a fantastic project just to get started on, because the design is already done for you. All you're doing is embellishing over the top of it. So you've got your guidelines, you've got your flowers in place. you've got the colours, you know, scheme already decided. So if you like the piece of paper to start off with, you are probably going to like the outcome. And also, you don't necessarily have to have floral stamps. You can perhaps have a look at your tree stamps, look at other design stamps that you've got and think, okay, where can I fit that in? You know, little hearts. You could add hearts to these and that would work as well. Can you tell I'm getting excited about this? You're addicted to this stamp. Yes, I know. This stamp is also... Jackie Elliott says, hands up, that's me. Jackie, my darling, please promise me you're going to have a go. Please have a go. Not for me, but for you. Have a go for you. Because the testimonials that I get on my channel, on the messages I get on Facebook, I have the most lovely emails sent to me from people who watch my channel. And it just absolutely warms my heart when people say, oh my goodness, I had one the other day actually, and I read it out to my husband. Someone said, I've stamped for 20 years, but you've made me look at stamps in a new way. You know, and oh, I love it. And you know, all I'm doing is playing and sharing and inspiring, and say, please have a go, please. You can enjoy the same level of, you know, creative satisfaction just by doing it yourself rather than watching me do it. So please have a go. Thank you, Jackie. The dottage, yeah. Yeah, see, this is almost permanently on this block at the moment. I'm dreading seeing the new catalogue. Now, also I wanted to say to people, Stampin' Up are slightly changing when they run the annual catalogue to and from. So we are actually running this catalogue, I don't know if anyone's noticed this, in a small print to the beginning of May. We are going to get a new catalogue on the 4th of May. All right. So this catalogue is only lasting 11 months this year. Okay. So around April, or maybe even a little bit before April, I will find out whether or not this stamp is staying or going. It is. This was from Waterfront. Yeah. Waterfront. Yeah. Waterfront every time, Linda. Yeah. Not every time, but most of the time it's Waterfront. It's a good one. I think the spot... I know, Glenna, you don't like any of my papers without a spot on it, do you? It's like, gotta have the spottage. I will never give it up. Oh, look, I've just stuck my thumb in there. What was the other stamp you pointed out? I'll go through them all. Oh, Monica, thank you, my darling. Oh, you're so kind. You're so, so kind. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's go through stamp sets then. Oh, the one from Prize Peony. I'll just put that there as your comparison. Okay, so we used Pretty Perennials. We used those two. No, those two for that. You could have used that one for maybe doing some petals, you know. This one for doing those. That viral one, we've nicknamed that the viral one now because Martina called it that. So that's the centre one. Sorry, centre one. Can't find it now. That one. Then we use those dots as well. So this is quite a good one for that technique. I ended up using that petal, but it's not far off that one. This one's just a little bit thinner, and this one's got like a little line in it. So you know, if you have got this, have a play. See what you like. Deborah, if you have Forever Fern, that has got a beautiful dot in it. It's just not as large. Okay, and if you've got Gorgeous Grunge from many years ago, that's got a fantastic splatter in it. Use that. Also, Timeless Textures. All right, so Gorgeous Grunge, Timeless Textures, Forever Fern, Pretty Perennials. Also, there was a lovely splatter in, I think it was the Unicorn set the other year. All right, so just have a look at your own stamp set. See what, if you may have already got a splatter, but you didn't realise it. Okay, so we just, yeah, you can use a splatter from there. didn't end up using any leaves from that one. Did we end up using this one? Yes, we used the dots from that, and we used one of these. I can't remember one of those. Could have used the leaves, you know. I mean, I'm quite excited to maybe have another go on something. And used a lot of this one, All Things Fabulous. Used these little things here and the leaves. Was there another one? Oh, and then I did use this sort of texture one. But I wouldn't mind having a go using those as well at some point. Oh, Monica, now you've seen the end. You might not want to go back. Yeah. It looks much better now. Thanks, Becky. Brilliant. Okay, let's have a look. Let's see. How long have we got? We've done 50 minutes. Okay. I'm going to see if I can find something else. So there's the other side to that paper is that. But I quite like being able to show the difference. I'm going to take photographs of that, so I don't want to muck around with that one too much. This one. Got that one. That could do with a bit of a play with, couldn't it? That you can't really because it's so dark. So what's on the other side of that? Ooh, that might be nice to do something on there. A dot runner. Yeah, it does a little bit, Glenna. Okay, then we do have this, which I thought might be fun to do some bits of stamping around. Now this one is almost a bit too random, but you could maybe put some texture over the top of this. That would look fabulous. And then we have, you can't really start, well, you could colour this in. That would be nice. And then, again, textures, I think. That's what would rescue this one. Can you tell I'm not particularly keen on it? I know we're not supposed to have favourites, but you know, those big dots, I know. To start off with, I just thought I'm going to cut these out. We could cut these out and make lovely little roses. You know, you cut a spiral into these. That would be really pretty, wouldn't it? I could try doing that one day. Oh, and then on the stripe, there's this stripe here, and I thought it might be quite nice just to stamp flowers across there to cut up. I might do that because that's not going to take me too long. I'll do that for the last one tonight, and then we'll have another look at this paper another day. So Sheila, who's got 2 packs of this paper, I hope that I've inspired you. Oh, I've just had an idea. We could do leaves and then I could do little roses. Oh, gosh, I'm not going to have an early night tonight, am I? I'm going to be here making stuff with you. Yeah, I'll do a bit of a tester on the this because Mary Merlot may even be too light. I'm wondering whether to even go darker, like early espresso or something like that. We'll do a tester. Actually, I know what I'll do is I'll cut this piece of paper to the correct size for me to stick it onto the card, and that will leave me a tester strip. There. I'm nodding yes, Ruth, lol. Yes, I can't see you, Jan. This isn't Zoom. Oh, look, that one I've cut too small. Oh, sorry, too big. Right, okay, so that's my tester. Let's get the Mary Merlot out. Now, to stamp these images, I'm not sure it's going to work with these watercolour effect ones because you end up going quite light. This one might be a good one because it's got that darker image there. I'm going to just see if I've got any more solid flowers. Oh, I've got the art one. No, I was going to go leaves, wasn't I? No, what am I doing? What am I doing? I was going to stick to leaves because I was going to put little roses, wasn't I? Okay, Ruth, you're getting ahead of yourself. Right, okay, right, we've got that lovely there. This one's a bit of a funny leaf as well because it's very textured. So anyway, it's good if you've got a tester strip. You can just figure it out, can't you? So let's do a bit of a tester on this then. Link that up well. Yeah, see, you can see a lot of that stripe through there because it's a, what's the word I want? Distinctive stamp. So I think we may have to stick to some of these leaves that are solid, which are already out, and maybe incorporate some of these leaves because I know those are not going to be too strong either. So let's do a tester then. I see, that's so much better. That's actually properly covering it. Okay. Okay, so let's just do some soft leaves in the background. Ink that up. So the aim is to do a strip of foliage down the middle, and then that will create a bedrock for putting some really pretty kind of roses and stuff afterwards. And I'm kind of trying to not always stamp things in the same direction, kind of alternating the way that I'm using the leaf, because otherwise it's going to look a little bit too samey. Oh, Steph, we want pics of your new craft room. You've been working so hard on that, haven't you? I love Mary Merlot. It's such a nice deep colour, isn't it? Reminds you of Victorian wallpaper. Oh. Okay, that's that done. Just need to do a few of these. There we go. Did you order the new white paper? We haven't got it available to us just yet, Linda. But as soon as it is, I will. Okay, so for this, I may have to plug in my hot glue gun. Need to find it first. Right, where did you go? Packed you away today. Or did I? Did I pack you away? Oh, there you are. Right, so I'm just going to plug this in ready. My awful sticky glue gun. Right, okay, so while that's heating up, we're just going to make some spiral roses. Now, I have shown this technique before, but some of you may not have encountered it, so let's have a think. Let's do some nice, ooh, something to my wrist then. Have some nice blue roses. I'm just going to cut these circles out. So just follow the shape of the circle. Just cut out some of these peachy ones. A red one. Now if you want to use punches, you can do. Don't necessarily have to do what I'm doing, which actually I might use a punch in a second. I'll do 3 and then I might look at using some punches. Could cut out some leaves, couldn't we? And it's nice because they're kind of like watercolour circles. It's quite a nice texture that you get. So grab one of those. Then we've got the... Oh, where's my flower punch disappeared to? Oh, that's a bit odd. My flower punches are usually not far away. Oh dear. That's very strange. Where's it gone? I'm sure I used it recently. Oh, I might have to use a retired one. Sorry about this, guys. Oh, it's in there. Right. Oh, I popped it aside to work on a project. Oh, never mind. Okay, so we could punch out a few little ones from here. Maybe some blue ones as well, dark blue. Love the punches, I know. So what was your what were you asking? I'll order from Stampin' Up USA. You can't order through me, Susan, I'm afraid. But there are some demonstrators on here that I'm sure would welcome the orders. If you're a demonstrator in America and you want customers to build your business, then could you comment now? Otherwise I will mention a couple that I know that you can shop with, or I can email you. I'll let there we go, Linda. So Linda's mentioned, so and Sheila, there we go. So pick, they won't be offended if you don't pick them, but yeah, just contact oh, and Debbie is as well. There we go. Yeah, if it's easier, Susan, pick the person who's geographically closer to you. And make sure that you see that demonstrator's name at the top corner, because if you don't choose a demonstrator, Stampin' Up will choose for you. And it will go to somebody else. The order will go to somebody else. And if your wish list is higher than $100, I'd say join up. Oh, Kelly Rose, I can't share that, darling. It's a link. Sorry. But yeah, so Kelly Rose is also one. So if all the demonstrators just say where they are, and then maybe just for fairness, we'll just go with whoever's geographically closer to Susan. Sorry, it does get a bit awkward, doesn't it? And there are a few demonstrators around. Okay, so did you see what I just did? I cut a spiral into that. So when you're cutting a spiral like this, what often does happen is you get this funny bit here. Can you see? It almost looks like a bit of an archway. So what I do is I then just go back in and cut that bit off, so it doesn't look a bit odd, because it's where you start the spiral. There's always this sort of funny bit. So just cut that funny bit off there, like that. Been waiting to watch you make more roses. Oh, am I the only beginner? What's that for? What did Martina say? I'd never have thought of using punches on those circles. Oh, right, okay. Well, I just see pretty background and I think, oh, cut it up. You know, I can't think of what else to use them for right now, so. It's only paper at the end of the day, and it's pretty paper, so let's use. Janine is late to class. You better sidle in, Janine. And what a class you've just missed, Janine. Oh dear. Okay, so out come my trusty tweezers. So what you do is, now the paper that you want to have showing, you have to curl it inwards. I know it sounds a bit odd, but it does work, honest. So start from the outside. Oops, get hold of it. And then you start curling inwards. And you keep the bottom, oh, I know what, let's go down, because otherwise you're not going to be able to see. Keep the bottom straight, okay? Don't worry about what's going on up here. It's this bit that you need to focus on and keep straight, okay? Oh gosh, yeah, Martina is an artist. She knows her stuff. Martina, I think it's because you're getting used to a new medium, as in stamps. That's why sometimes you think, oh no, or card making. But yeah, you do lovely artwork. You create lovely artwork. There we go. So that's a little simple spiral rose. That's ready to stick on there. I'm going to cut this into 3 pieces though before I stick those on. If you've got any questions about these paper roses, please do ask me. I'm quite happy to answer paper craft related questions. Okay, so you do it quite tight to start off with, and then you just kind of let it go, and then it kind of springs into shape then. Now that's a great use of the ugly dots. No dots are ugly, Lorraine. I try to keep my bottom straight while sitting. It's difficult, I must say. Yeah, I must admit, I'm a bit of a fidget bum as well. My fingers get in the way when oh, sorry. I thought you were saying something else then, Cindy. In the way of typing. These ones are ugly. Yeah, I think it may be partly to do with the colour choice and how they've been set out on the bit of paper. They call you Gwenna. Is that trying to get their tongues around the L? Oh, Glenna, I'm reading a lovely book at the moment. I keep picking up and putting down. I've got 2 books on the go I keep picking up and putting down. One is Amanda's book. Amanda, who's watching now. Because I went to read that today and I couldn't find it. So I had to go back to this other book that I'm reading. And it's called Chinese Cinderella. And it's just about a girl growing up in the 1940s in Shanghai, I think it is. And her father remarries after the death of her mother. And she ends up being a bit like a Cinderella. And not treated very well by the new stepmother. And it's fascinating. Anyway, eventually this lady, she comes to America and then becomes a writer because she loved writing as a child. Yeah, it's called Chinese Cinderella. My friend bought it for me for my birthday because she knew that I love the story of Cinderella. And I still haven't finished it. Good night, Reet. Yes, hope you sleep well. Okay, sorry, I forgot to explain what I'm doing here. So here I'm just tweaking the petals. So I just pop the tweezers in, thumb and finger over the top and give it a little squeeze. Okay, so just, not squeeze, twist, sorry. Right, I'm not quite sure what's going on here. What should we do with these? Those could go up there, couldn't they? I think we're going to end up with 3 cards. That's what we're aiming for. Yeah, I went through a phase when I was newly married that whenever my husband and I would go to charity shops and things, I'd look for Cinderella books because there are lots of different versions. There's and sort of there's various origin, the origin Cinderellas, where they involve trees and things as well. Something to do with a tree. Oh, you've read others from that author. Ah, I can't remember the author's name, Glenna. Yeah, I think it's aimed more for children, the Chinese Cinderella book. So I'm hoping to get May to read it at some point because I'd like her to read something about a biography. And it's about a girl, young girl. So she's just started reading A Wrinkle in Time. So that's it. That's her name, Adeline Yen Ma. We haven't got a date yet, Vanessa, so we're just keeping on clearing and tidying. And thank you, Cindy. Right, so we've got those. We've got these peachy ones. That could look quite pretty there, couldn't they? There, like that. Got a little bit more foliage. And we've got some more blue flowers here. Just quickly do these. Yeah, I looked up on Pinterest. There's loads of different activity, like people have created different educational activities around the book. And also, my kids are so into Minecraft, and Minecraft has had a bit of a resurgence, I think, because of lockdown. And I looked up on YouTube, Minecraft A Wrinkle in Time, and someone has created this, like, I presume it's like all the different places from the book in Minecraft world, if that makes sense. So, and May does play Minecraft, so I'm thinking it would be a really lovely project for her to do something on Minecraft around the book. It's just trying to kind of spark their imaginations, isn't it? And get them interested in things. Okay, I'm going to use, I know it's retired, I know you can't get hold of it anymore. Please don't shout at me, but some of you I know have got this punch. What about just cutting out a few little leaves? I don't want to sort of make use of this lovely watercolour effect. So we could cut a few out of those, couldn't we? So, go there. Okay, I'm going to just cut a couple more leaves out and then we'll get sticking. And I need to cut this piece of paper up. So. Right, so what we're going to do is just swipe everything off like that. Pull out a bit. So let's cut this to 10. Any dinner ideas? Have you got anything? What have you got in the fridge, Melanie? While I clean the gubbins off my needle. Lettuce, cheese and eggs. Oh, you could do an omelette with the cheese and the eggs. Have you got any ham or salami or tuna or anything like that? Got cod fillets out for dinner. I use the Forever Fern leaves and the ones from All Things Fabulous. Christine. Yes, lots of ham. There we go. Omelette. Have you got some garlic? A little bit of spring onion. Okay, I didn't explain what I was just doing. Sorry about that. I was more interested in the omelette. Okay, so put a little bit of blobber glue there. And then push the spiral into the glue. Try not to get it on your fingers because you don't want burnt fingers. A lettuce wrap sandwich. Oh yes, you could wrap your eggs in lettuce. That would be fun. Okay, so the reason I'm using hot glue, I know some of you are still scared of your hot glue guns, is because it does cool much quicker than kind of wet glue. And when you're working with paper that's wanting to pop and unspiral and that kind of thing, it's so much easier just to use hot glue because it's ready in a few seconds. Okay. Oh yeah, shallot. Oh yes, you've got leftover rice. I love me a bit of leftover rice. Okay, let's start gluing these babies together. So let's figure out, I've got that green there, and there. So I've got, what was I going to do? I was going to have one of the green ones over there. Oh, forgot this one. Oh, lost my glue stick. Where did that go? There. Oh, Amanda, good night, my darling. Sorry, I'm a bit late tonight because a certain sister of mine was live earlier. No, it's fine. I usually go on late, don't I? But right. So that one, and that one. Then a couple of peachy ones there. Ah, now hold on. That is the same green as that. We want a different green. Let's swap that out. Okay, so it's worth, you see, playing and setting things out before you stick it down, just in case. So we want a different green. So we'll have that green over here. And then we want this little cluster of bluesy blues. Might even pop a little blue one over here. Go. Okay, so got an idea of roughly where everything's going to go. So I'm just going to remove those. Tiny bit there. Oh, I'm thinking we need a bit of thread on this. I'm just going to plug my phone because I keep knocking the wire. Oh, what are you going to do with the cod then? Can you do some curried rice or something? Or some spiced potatoes? Oh, go for it, Sheila. Oh, I was going to do thread. Oh well, I can stick some thread under there, can't I? I did have some nice new threads. Oh, how did I get them? So this is from the Well Suited suite. I've got some nice blue here, and actually putting a bit of blue on this side will just help counterbalance that blue on the other side. So I don't know if you guys have seen my little tip for when you're trying to hot glue threads together. Don't burn your fingers, so use your silicone mat, your Stampin' Up silicone mat, and what you do is you put a little blob of glue on the mat, you put your bits of thread, the edge of your thread on there, and then you fold that over and you squish it and you hold it, and it doesn't burn your fingers then. And then if it's still squishy like that, just hold it until it's not squishy anymore. Basically, you've just got to wait for it to cool down. I made a keto chicken Alfredo soup today. Ooh, what did you put in that? Glenna, you're so Chinese. Throw some rice in it. I parboil potatoes and fry with onions and garam masala and add some peas at the end. Oh, yum. Okay, so then you've got something to hold on to. Now, you can either use wet glue to stick that in, or if you're really quick, you can use hot glue. But remember that as soon as you pop the hot glue on, it will start remelting everything. So you need to work fast and just get it under there. Okay. And then don't be tempted to start fiddling around with anything. Just let it all set and cool and then come back and fiddle. Okay? Auntie Ruth told you that. All right? You've got to listen to Auntie Ruth. Right, all my little leaves gone. There we go. I'm sure I had a third one somewhere. There you are. Yeah? Should we do that? I think I'm just happy with those. Okay, so let's move that one out the way. Pop that there. Yes, Auntie. Lorraine, you're old enough to be my auntie. Leek tomato mincemeat stew. We always get onto food on this show. I love it. Okay, so this is grey, but I thought that would still be fine on here. Now, the other thing you can do is to do staggered kind of loops. So what I would do is put it around 2 fingers, then 3 fingers, and possibly 4, but I'm not going to do that because it isn't that big a loop that I want. So I'm just going to do that. Oops. Oh, getting caught. Ugh. So another blob there, like that. Fold it over and hold. Thank you, Lorraine. Onion, garlic, butter, cream cheese. Oh my word, that sounds lovely. Oh, bye, Janine. Right, so I'll lay that there. I may as well start sticking all my little flowers down as well. Okay, Cindy, take care. Oh, I feel like I just need another bit of grey there now. Oh, that's lovely, Becky. Have a lovely time. Happy birthday to her. Oh, I'll try and hurry up then, Glenna. Sorry. He can get it started, can't he? He knows how to boil water. I'm going to have to snip some of this glue off because I don't want all this glue showing. There we go. Well, I've just started my intermittent fasting again. So, but I think I could probably benefit from being slightly keto, a more keto approach. But anyway, let me just get through a week of intermittent fasting and then I'll relook at it. Oh, chili corn. I know. I need to remember to keep saying that phrase, Navarana. You're so sexy when you're cooking. The only trouble is I'm a better cook than he is. So, you know, if you want it done right and all that. Right, now I'm wondering whether to use some of that silvery stuff. Now I know it's retired, but it is coming back. And I saw it today. I had it on my desk today. Oh well, I might not be able to find it. I'll go with the thread. Just loop to loop. Okay, so I've not stuck that down. I'm hoping that once I've stuck my flowers down, it's going to keep it all in place. Night, Bonnie. What? The Curse of the Oak Island show. Ooh. I hope that's enjoyable for you. Oh, I just realised I wanted that in the other way around. No. Right, that's quick. There we go. Hi, Rangdi Life is Art from Safina in UK. Where is Safina in the UK? I've never heard of that place. Hi, Barbie. Oak Island is located in my community. Oh, cool. Oh, it's nice to see you, Barbie. Oh, do you mean that your name is Safina, not you're from Safina? Sorry, did I misunderstand that? Or are you saying hello to everybody from the UK? Oh, hi, Laura. My first time to be part of a live. I'm in NC. Hold on. NC. It'll come to me. NC. Nope, gone. My American geography is not working today. That part of my brain. North Carolina, that's it. Okay, so this loopy-doopy bit needs a little bit of sticking down, I think. So I might have to stick that leaf over the top of it just to give it a bit of anchorage. So I'm just going to put a little blob of glue there and a little bit of blob of glue there. Okay, right, so that's that. Let's have a look at all three, and then we are going to do some embellishing, and then that'll be it. Oh my goodness, I think this is turning into a 2-hour show. My shows are getting longer. Oh, we need some embellishments. Oh, right, we have got some nice pearls, but I don't know if I've got the right colour. Got some pale blue ones. That might work. Could put 3 in the middle there. Deux, trois. They look like little eggs, don't they? They look like little eggs in a nest. And then maybe we could, no, that's wrong. We could do blue in those. They're an incredibly pale, pale blue, these pearls. I'm one of your silent subscribers. I normally watch the Catch the End of Your Life and been watching for a couple of years. Oh! See all these people sitting in the background watching me. Okay, so now I want something blue, darker blue to go in here. Oh, I do have, look, these are now retired, but so yum. So hold on, what I didn't clear up Rang de Life is Art. Is your name Safina, or are you from Safina, and where are you from? Because I completely didn't quite understand what you were saying. If you don't mind clarifying that for me. What is retired? If I buy or retire. I know, I keep staying up later and later. Colour, I could colour one, yeah, I could. Look, that one can go in there. Right, so those ones are done. And these ones, I don't think this necessarily needs a lot. We could maybe just do some little tiny things around the place for that one. Could go gold. Or we could go opals. Oh, yes. So this is new. This is in the new mini catalogue, these gorgeous little opal things. I don't know how you pick these things up. You've got nails, Sheila. Acrylic ones, but you've got nails. You could do it. I'm sure you could. There we go. Right. So then it's to decide what colour we're going to stick these on, because this is a very pale pink in the background. Oh, I like the blue. I wonder if Seaside Spray would be a good one. Right, I don't think I've got many cut out at the moment, so I'm just going to have to go with what I've got in my box. Actually, I think this is balmy blue. Oh yeah, completely the wrong kind of blue. Ugh, ugh, no. That didn't work. I think for now I'm just going to go with neutral. I'm just going to go with crumb cake and some grey. Oh no, that's horror sound, but we'll just go with that for now. Now I've just realised these stripes are not actually straight. That's the design. So it's a little bit frustrating because you go to stick it on a straight base like that. Can you see? Can you see that? I have got a straight base, but because there's a little bit of an awkward stripe there, it does look a little like I've cut it wrong, but I haven't. Honest gov. I haven't. Right, there we go. Jazzed up DSP. That's been the word of the night. Jazz. Sweet jazz. Okay. Oh, did Safina say where she was from? My name is Safina. Ah. But you're from the UK. Ah, okay. Got you. Hello, Safina. Lovely to meet you. Are you north, south, east, west UK? You don't have to be specific. Okay, so let's just quickly go over then. If those of you missed the beginning, we jazzed up this DSP and ended it up with it looking like this. So we'll cut this up at another date just to make some cards. Yorkshire lass. Oh, lovely. Love people from Yorkshire. I know that's a wild generalisation, but I have some lovely friends who live in that part of the world. We like a bit of Yorkshire tea. I've actually bought some Yorkshire tea to send to Glenna because she likes a strong cup of tea. Right, and then this one was the stripy paper, which used to look like that. Da, da, da. And then we stamped over it with Forever Fern, this one here, that one in particular, and we stamped some other leaves. These, no, it's only one of these. That one, I think. Yeah, doesn't matter which one, you can play with those. And so we stamped the leaves across the page to start off with, then we cut it in half, and then we've added these extra little embellishments cut out with the punches. Stampin' Up punches are the best in the world, just saying, in my opinion. So we have this piece of paper and we just use different elements of it. So I cut out these circles into a spiral to create these lovely spiral roses, cut out a daisy, cut out some little flowers with the small flower punch, which is lush, and stuck them on, and then embellished with some thread. Oh, now this one I can play with now, and this one, now it's stuck. You can kind of fiddle about with it and separate it out and do funny things with it. Okay. One on the right reminds me of lobelias and forget-me-nots. Oh, yes, you're right. Oh, I love a forget-me-not. Should have done a yellow centre, shouldn't I? Another time. Right, thank you so much for sticking with me, everybody. I know this has been quite a long one, but we've accomplished quite a bit. I'm feeling much more accomplished today. You know, some days we just think, oh, I haven't done much today, even though you feel like you've been doing something all day. So anyway, I'm going to go to bed feeling quite satisfied with what we've done tonight, and I hope it's given you lots of inspiration. So please hit that bell button if you're not already following me or subscribed, and also give me a lovely thumbs up. And of course, if you want to purchase anything from the Stampin' Up catalogue, there are links in the description below. And if you're not in the UK and can't shop with me, if you ever fancy showing me your support, you can do that through PayPal. Now, very quickly, I was going to show you what I want to give away, but I won't do it on this video. I will come back and do a proper video. But I've got this canvas here that I made a while back. If you haven't seen the video for this, it is in the mixed media stroke altered art section of my channel. There is a playlist. So there's that, and I also have that as well. This is a bit of a crazy piece of artwork that I did a while back, and there's this one here. So I could give these away as part of my 7,000 subscribers. I thought that would be nice. And then maybe I'll do this one for, well, I could do this as an Instagram giveaway, couldn't I? There we go. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, please go and head over there so that you'll be in with a chance for that one. And I'll come back on and do some video and give people a deadline to comment, and then I'll give this one away as well. So there we go. So yeah, there are videos for these. I'm not sure there's a video for this one, but there's definitely a video for this one. Right. Either would look nice in my house, says Lorraine. Well, you've got to be in it to win it, Lorraine. So I will do a special video for that one. Right, lots of love to everybody. Thank you for those of you who've donated, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Lots of love. Take care for now. Bye. Thank you, Maria. That's a lovely comment. Thank you.